welcome to this week in gaming, where I give you some of the most interesting news of this week. And we had quite a lot to talk about this week, believe me. Between long and short stories, everything in between. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the final arguments of the FTC trial, and boy oh boy about that. I'm going to talk about apparently there's a Sims 5 that is going to be free to play, and also about the games that Annapurna Interactive showcased today. So there's plenty to talk about today, and let's get started. First off, Google is reportedly testing a product to play games via YouTube. It seems Google is not gonna surrender after the Stadia whole debacle. Yes, it was a failure, but it seems they are not over with cloud gaming. Because according to Wall Street Journal, an email was sent to employees at parent companies Google, where they said, this is the name of the project, Playables, which is going to give users the chance to play games on mobile or desktop computers via the streaming platform. I mean, it's good that they're still trying, right, to do something on cloud gaming, but what we really care is how accessible are going to be the games, how are we going to be able to play them, are they going to be part of our own libraries, how is this going to work? Is it kind of like GeForce now? And also, especially this one, are they going to add a special perk that is going to be included on the YouTube Premium? Because if they do, I might be more interested in spending my money over on that platform. But what are your thoughts? What do you think? Are you interested in cloud gaming? Because I think cloud gaming is still in a very young development age or time, because they haven't really touched the peak of what this platform can be. But let's go to the next news, because Annapurna Interactive Fantasy RPG has a new game, and it's an Xbox exclusive. Yeah, you heard that right, because during the ongoing FTC versus Microsoft trial, a lot of information has been leaked and said, and one of that is that they, apart from Microsoft trying to buy Annapurna Interactive, they are also currently working on a project called Project Dragon, which is an RPG shooter for PC and Xbox Series. And according to the Xbox Game Studio, is listed as an exclusive. What do we know about this game? Almost nothing. We just know it's an online fantasy RPG. And the world's supposed to be like super big. It's gonna entertain the players for many years to come. So this smells like live service. But that's it. That's the only thing we know. We don't know anything else. But I don't know. Are you interested in this type of games? Do you want to hear more about them? For one part, I'm interested because I know Annapurna Interactive has always made the Hitman games, and they have done a really good work with them. So let's see what's their play with this new style of game. It's good to see developers try new things, right? Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes bad, but let's see what happens in the end. So from that news, we move on to The Sims 5. I don't know if you guys play The Sims. I used to play Sims 3 a lot. And I didn't play Sims 4 because it sucks. I hate loading screens. But apparently, developer Maxis is recruiting something for monetization as the monetization boss. Oh my god. Because they want to make the game as a free-to-play. So people found out about this because of a job description that said that successful candidate will be pricing all of the content in this free-to-enter game. That's what the job description said. And after it was pulled out by the Sims community, Maxis decided to erase it because it's probably right, and they didn't want people to know about this information. And of course, because immediately you're gonna start the debacle of, oh, is it really free to play when it has microtransactions? No, it is not. It is not free to play. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen the video from Astus about Destiny 2. Just by the looks of that, I am afraid that's gonna happen on Sims. Because it's already happening with Sims 4 with all of this DLC that it's supposed to be. I think it should be part of the base game. What are they doing? What are they thinking? What is behind all of this microtransaction? I know, money. Badger is money. What else? Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to be dramatic for the sake of being dramatic. Okay, whatever. But I'm not happy. I used to love The Sims. And on one part, I don't know, I also looked that there's gonna be competition soon. Paradox is making a new game. Yes, just like they stole SimCities from developer Maxis, they are trying to steal the sim life simulator style with Live by You. But I guess with competition comes better products. Let's hope this new game comes out well, and let's hope Sims 5 doesn't go all in on microtransactions, because then it's gonna be a pain playing that game. It already is a pain because there's too many loading screens on that game. But now let's go to the next set of news, and these ones are going to be short ones. Two news that all are around the Star Wars, because one of them is Star Wars Eclipse is targeting 2026 release date. I know, remember this game that was announced back in 2021, I believe, on the Game Awards? We saw this amazing trailer with a lot of things happening on the Star Wars universe, and it was just named Eclipse at the end, and then we didn't see anything afterwards. Well, apparently they are still working on it. Quantic Dream says that it's a new action-adventure, multi-character, branching narrative game set in the High Republic era of the iconic Star Wars galaxy, and it's still in early development. According to them, they think it's gonna be set for the 2026 release date, but it could be delayed further. And we know why, because they're struggling currently with different hiring staff, allegations between them of workplace issues, toxic work culture, and of course sexual harassment. Apparently, they have everything in between. And while this is happening, it's gonna cause a lot of delays. I really don't expect anything from the developers right now, because they are quite busy. I think it's gonna be either a 2027, something like that, because they announced in 2022 that they were still in early development. I don't think they're gonna be done by that time. But let's pass now to BioWare, who is also, or was also, working in a new Star Wars The Old Republic remake. But apparently they are no longer gonna be making it. Instead, they are going to transition this to a new developer. The company say they are going to be moving a couple of people of the staff over to the new developer, who, by the way, I mean, they have it in good hands, depending how you see it. Because the new developer is going to be Broadsource, a company which already partners with EA, managing the online development and operation of its classics MMOs like Ultima Online and Dark Age of Camelot. That's what I'm saying, depending on how you take the news. Yes, it's a new developer. Let's see what they do. Let's hope they keep this remake just the same as the original one. But apparently they work more online games. I don't know. They might be trying to do an MMO out of this game. Hope. Who knows? But those are the small news, because now we have to go back to the long ones. Well, between long one and shorts, because this one, it's CD Projekt Red brings out the talk about the launch of Cyberpunks, that it became cool to dislike it. According to Michael Plakov, the director behind the game, says that he believes it deserved a better reception than the one it received, and suggested that some people jumped on the bandwagon to criticize it because it was fashionable to do so. Let me tell you, sir, maybe and maybe not. Yes, the game had a lot of hype. Yes, a lot of people were expecting maybe too much out of the game. I mean, but also, who's at fault for that? The company kind of just decided to go all in, all nuts on the marketing. And of course, people are going to get excited. What were you expecting? Should players be expecting everything and anything out of that game? Maybe not. But what do you want from them? They were excited. And yes, I will say some might have just decided to say like, yeah, the game is horrible, it sucks. Which, by the way, if we compare it to Redfall, Cyberpunk isn't that bad, actually. Because at least Cyberpunk has a vision. I'm sorry, that's mean. No, I mean, it's the reality. But, on my own opinion, I think the game did launch terribly. Yes, it did. Has it gotten better? Oh yes, it has. And apparently, from many word of mouth, the new DLC is making the game like how it should have been from the beginning. So it's gonna get even better. Let's hope so. But yeah, sir, I don't think everything what you're saying that it just became cool to dislike it. Not all of it is truth. There's some truth to that, but not all of it. So now let's move on to Annapurna Showcase. That's right. The publishers of games like Stray, Outer Wilds, and Neon White had a showcase today. I mean Thursday. When I say today, I mean Thursday, because that's when I'm recording it. Now that you guys are going to be watching this on Friday. But yeah, their showcase contained updates about previous games they announced, but also new games coming out very soon. And just to put out the new announcement, if quote unquote, Straight is coming to Xbox. There we go. Xbox, get excited. Fans of Xbox, get excited because you're gonna be able to play it on August 10. There, I said it. It's out. Goodbye, Straight. Now let's go to the actual interesting games. Ghost Bike is the first one that will be released on Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam in 2024, with a day one release for Xbox Game Pass. Woo! But this game, just to tell you a little bit about the game, it's gonna put players in the shoes of a streetwise kid from Freehouse City on a mission to revive the last of the Ghost Bikes, the magical couriers who rode between the world of the living and the world of the dead. This game is described as semi-open world with adventure racing elements. It sounds amazing. And you know what? I am excited not only because I used to play a lot of sports games back in the day when Tony Hawk was the thing everybody wanted to play. It was the popular game. Yeah, back then you could play a lot of games. Snowboarding, BMX, extreme sports, anything. Now it's kind of like dead. But I am really glad to see new developments like this one. And of course, the cel-shaded art styles. Yeah, there's a lot of games coming out like that. But you know what? I love it. I love that art style. So keep it coming, Annapurna. I trust you with your vision of games. And then on the other side, we have another game that I especially am super excited about it. Lush Fall Photography Sims. This game is going to let you explore real life locations with Unreal Engine 5. big, we gotta pay attention to that one. Unreal Engine 5. So it's gonna be promising to appeal to serious photographers as well as the amateurs. And this game apparently is gonna let you focus and completely control auto, manual focus, flash, exposure, contrast, white balance, aperture, effects, anything that you want. Anything. So you can take a different perspective, a different shot of the world. You're also gonna have the chance to try different cameras and even take photos with a drone, so you can do those high shots that overlook the landscape. I am super excited. I take photography from time to time, and I am a lover of the photo mode from any other game. You know, if there's a photo mode, I am gonna go ape shit about it. And just seeing that this game is gonna be fully focused on that, I am happy and excited to play it. The game is set to release for PC and consoles. And now finally, the last announcement from Annapurna Interactive is they're gonna be making a Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth game. That's right. This is the first new Blade Runner game in over 25 years. The last one came out in 1997 on PC, and it was just a point-and-click adventure, which is, I mean, Blade Runner could be like, yes, it could be like the cyberpunk looking, but Blade Runner was the start. It can be so artistic looking. It can have a different, I mean, it's Annapurna, so it's not going to be just like a looter. You know, Annapurna can put a lot of thought into their games, a lot of vision, and a different perspective on them, because they still have that indie AA games at heart. So I am excited to see what they come up with. According to them, this is going to take place between the original movie and the sequel, Blade Runner 2049. It's going to be set also in a dystopian Los Angeles after the blackouts from the original movie. But that's it. That's the only thing we know. I am excited just because it's Annapurna Interactive. So far, they have done such a great job with their games. You know, they put care into them. Yes, I know they're publishers, but still, they look into the vision of the games. That's what I like about them. They see the games, they play the games, I'm hoping, and they kind of have this artistic view of gaming, you know? A lot of their games are like this beautiful looking, pretty games with a different way of playing. So I'm interested. And to finalize with this whole video, FTC versus Microsoft court trial, the final argument, because I'm not going to touch on everything. Just going to mention a couple of things because there was a lot of information was thrown, and yes, all of it was very interesting and revealing a lot of stuff that we normally never see, that is behind the scenes of game development and, of course, game industries, talks between CEOs, that type of stuff. And some of this information came out with, apparently, Microsoft wanted to buy Sega, Bungie, IO Interactive, and Square Enix. Yeah, that's right. They were going for the big ones. But we already know what happened with Bungie. That's now PlayStation's. But these other companies, I'm sure they don't want to get buyed. Sega, I think, already said we want to be independent, and they've been doing great so far recently. So yeah, but they wanted to buy those, and apparently there's a whole nother list of other potential acquisitions that Xbox or Microsoft is looking into buying. We don't know if they're still like current same development studios, but they are kinda circling around them like a shark or like a crocodile. I don't know. Pick the animal, whatever you want. Pick whatever predator you want. It's the same. But other than that, there was also information revealed that the Indiana Jones new game from Bethesda that is gonna be coming out in the next couple of years is gonna be an Xbox exclusive. I mean, it's Bethesda. At this point, expect anything from Bethesda to be exclusive, other than maybe Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know. But we also heard from Jim Ryan, the PlayStation CEO, that he said that apparently publishers anonymously dislike Xbox Game Pass because it's value destructive. I don't know. I don't know who these guys keep talking, because I keep seeing games on Game Pass, especially indies and AA games, and they seem to be very happy with Game Pass, because the whole games coming out, it's already saturated with all of these games that people don't even know what to play. You don't know if you want to spend money on this one or spend money on the other one. You don't know if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. Everybody listens to reviews now because you want to spend your money in a product that you're going to enjoy. So having Game Pass, it's an entry access, very accessible. So this is from the consumer side. And of course, if a consumer is interested in that game, they play it on Game Pass and they enjoy it, of course, they are going to be thinking about buying it. Not everybody, right? But there's going to be some that is going to be buying it. And of course, it gives you more marketing because you're just saying, hey, we're on Game Pass. Go and play it. If you have a subscription, go and try it. And I know people just paid 1 month of the subscription and they play that game and they leave. But that is not the point. I'm going off. But yeah. Other than that, according to the judge, she's going to be saying her final decision in the coming days. So whenever that's announced, you'll be hearing it here on the Gaming News Show. But that's it. If you guys want me to do a full video of the FTC and the Microsoft court trial, let me know in the comment section and I will totally look into that one, because there was a lot to be said and it was actually pretty funny seeing the interactions between the judge and the lawyers of the FTC and Microsoft. It was actually kind of funny because the judge got annoyed a couple of times. But yeah, that's it for this video. What do you think about this news? What do you think the judge will say? Or what do you think about any other of the news that I just mentioned before? Are you excited for any of the Annapurna games? Let me know in the comments. I would like to keep the conversation going. If you liked the video, remember to leave a like and share. It really helps out. Don't forget to subscribe. I love to post videos about gaming news and review or recommend games. I'm the Honey Badger. See ya in the next video. Keep on gaming.